Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody in the YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, wherever I'm gonna post this stuff up. I usually do it on Instagram and YouTube. So I hope everybody had a awesome weekend. This weekend it was kind of cold, but also really, really hot. Like I was saying, here in Cleveland, well, in all of Ohio, really. Once you get to like the second week of August, it starts being really cool. Not cold, but really cool in the morning, and then even really cool, more cool in the at night. So we're starting to ease out of the full day of being hot weather. Man, I love June and July. A lot of people tell me I should just move to Florida or California or Hawaii, somewhere warm. I wouldn't mind that, man, because I'm starting to really not like the winter. It's not so much the cold, it kind of is, but it's more so the snow I don't like. I am not a fan of the snow at all, so yeah. But hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was a little chaotic. We ended up going to pick up my sister-in-law and my niece because they went to Disney World this morning. Had to get up at 4 o'clock. I'm usually up at 4 o'clock anyway because of work, so it wasn't really a big deal for me. But the little ones, they were tired, and then all of a sudden they had that boost of energy, so they're running around screaming and everything. I hope they have a good flight out there. I haven't heard back from them yet, but they should. I don't know what time is it. They should be landing pretty soon, if not already landed. So, well, that's about all I did this weekend. What else did we get into? Oh, we went to the my mom, and my brother and we went to the fair, one of the last ones of the summer. It was a big one too. This one out in Cuyahoga Fairgrounds. I know most people that aren't from here don't really know what that is. It's one of the big county fairgrounds that have like all kind. They had like vendors like out the wazoo, man. It was crazy. Food everywhere. Now you know it's a lot of food and stuff when you see of what is it, a little kiosk that's selling food, a food stand selling ribs, barbecue chicken, and all the good, the sides like beans and cornbread, mac and cheese, and then right next to it is a Kool-Aid stand. So they got food everywhere. They had steak on a stick, pork chops on a stick, big giant hot dogs, real long, like longer than the foot longs. I'm like, man, where did you put this stuff together at? They had some giant pizza, all kind of rides. They actually upgraded this year. This was their 100-year anniversary, but they upgraded and had some like amusement park type rides there for like the older people. It was funny. This one lady, man. There was a bunch of kids on the ride. She went on because of, I guess, her boyfriend or her husband convinced her to. And then there was a dude next to her, another guy. I guess they were brothers. They kind of looked alike. And then their daughter was next to it. The little girl was next to him. And this girl is screaming. I'm not looking. And then all of a sudden I hear this piercing screaming. And I'm like, man, that little girl is not having a fun time. I look back and it's that lady. It's her mom. And the ride stopped and she started shaking a lot and hyperventilating. I'm like, oh my goodness, she's going to pass out. She gets off the ride and stops. And everybody was wondering why she stopped. And then she came down and she told her, I guess this was her father or something, I don't know, but she was like, I peed my pants. Yeah, it was crazy, but it was fun though. So, last week we went over the top 5 mistakes that all business owners and entrepreneurs do when they start out building a business. And I mean, if you go on the internet and you look, there's a bunch of top 5 things on there. You could really do a top 25, a top 50, a top 100. I just did the top 5 things that I've seen and unfortunately I've been a part of, that I've done over the course of the last like 15, 20 years with me starting businesses and stuff, starting a record label and the wrong way. There was one record label, I don't even know why I was doing it. I instead of putting together our execs first, that's what I should have done. I went and I signed like 10 or 15 people. And I noticed in the contract I put, oh, well, you're going to have to be in the studio this many hours. You're under contract for 3 albums and 2 mixtapes and 10 shows per year. And I realized you can't really have but maybe 3 or 4 artists do that. So yeah, so I learned from that, and that old record label's gone and Legacy Records is on the way. So I'm doing it the right way this time. I'm building it before signing anybody. My plan is to have between 1,000 and 1,500 beats made, copyrighted, and ready to go for when we come back out. So Legacy Records is when we come back, we're just gonna go back firing. So this week we're talking about overcoming your fears. That's a big one. That's pretty big, because believe it or not, there is something in the business world that people just fear. There's something in your head that you're like, oh my God, I can't do that. The majority of it is basically getting in front of people, talking to people. So the first part we're going to talk about is how do you start overcoming your fears. This is I've talked about this in various other ways, other videos and stuff. The one thing that I've learned to do, and it's actually helping me, because I used to hate and it was weird because I in high school played football, I did track, I was in show choir, gospel choir, men's choir, and I did drama club. I did all kind of stuff, but for some reason after I got out of high school, I was kind of shy. I didn't really want to stand on stage. It might have been because how big I used to be. I'm still kind of big myself, but anyway, what I've taught myself was to overcome fear of speaking to people. The first level, say hi to one new person every day. It don't matter if you're like going to Target or going to get some gas, Walmart. I said Target because it's right there. Going out to get something to eat. The perfect opportunity is when you open the door. There's either someone coming out or someone behind you. Just say hi to that person. Say hi. Let me get that for you. Have a nice day. And you start doing that more and more and saying hi to more and more people, you start getting comfortable. Now I'm walking around downtown when we go sit by like the water, the lake and everything. I'll go and just start talking to random people, asking them questions about whatever it is that me and my fiance were trying to figure out. Like if it's like the other day there was a fight in the park, I just walked up, I was like, hey, what's going on? Everybody okay? Stuff like that. So before I never used to be able to do that, but now with me owning a business and I'm going to be doing a podcast, a webinar and all that good stuff, and the web class. I got to start talking to people because I want to start doing those big conferences and stuff too. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday on this beautiful Monday morning, hot Monday morning. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.